I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like, everybody they tiptoe around with this social media, but what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequence.
You're not going to believe what just came out. Iman has officially filed for full custody of the kids, and the reason? She's saying Aaron's influence is toxic. Not unhealthy, not unstable. She's calling it straight up dangerous. And honestly, once you hear the full story, it's not just shocking, it's heartbreaking. Because this isn't just a fight between two exes. This is turning into a battle over the kids' future, their safety, and maybe even their identity. Let me take you back a little because none of this makes sense without understanding how things got here. Iman and Aaron weren't always like this. In fact, when they first got together, everyone thought they were the perfect match. Iman was soft-spoken, calm, and private, almost mysterious. Aaron, on the other hand, had that loud, life-of-the-party energy. It felt like they balanced each other out. They were that couple people looked at and said, "Wow, opposites really do attract." They got married fast. Like blink and they're together kind of fast. And just as quickly came the kids. For a while, it seemed like they were doing okay. Posting cute family pictures, going on vacations, doing interviews where they called each other soulmates. But behind those filtered smiles, something was clearly off. People close to them started noticing tension. Iman started posting more cryptic quotes. Stuff like, "Peace is better than attention," and "When someone shows you who they are, believe them." You know, the usual warning signs. But still, when the split finally happened, it hit like a thunderclap. No official statements. No joint video to explain. Just silence. And then whispers. That Aaron had been out late, that he had started hanging around the wrong crowd, that he was bringing a certain vibe into the house that made Iman deeply uncomfortable, not just for herself, but for the kids. Fast forward to now, and Iman's not just stepping back, she's going all in. She's officially demanding full custody. And here's where it gets intense. In the documents that leaked, Iman claims that Aaron has been a corrupting force in their children's lives. That he's introducing them to people and environments that are straight up unsafe. That his idea of parenting is more about showing off on social media than creating a real foundation for the kids. And she's not mincing words either. She specifically points out a few incidents. One time, Aaron apparently took the kids to a party that went way past midnight. People drinking, loud music, questionable guests, and when Iman found out, she completely lost it. Another time, one of the kids came back repeating phrases that Iman says no child should ever hear. She claims Aaron thinks it's funny and cool to treat the kids like mini adults, exposing them to his lifestyle instead of shielding them from it. But Aaron? He's not staying quiet either. In a recent post, probably not directly about Iman, but come on, we all know it was, he said something like, "Some people weaponize motherhood when they can't control the narrative." And just like that, the internet exploded. His fans jumped in, saying he's being set up, that Iman is bitter, that she's just trying to erase him from their lives because she's still hurt. But is that really what's happening? Or is she genuinely protecting her kids? Here's where things get even messier. People close to Aaron, friends, former collaborators have started speaking out. Some say he's always been like this, that fame got to his head, that he doesn't understand boundaries, especially when it comes to parenting. One former assistant even claimed she left because she couldn't handle how chaotic the home environment was. Late nights, strangers in the house, no routines. It was like a constant music video shoot, not a home. Others, though, say Aaron is being demonized, that he adores his kids, that he might be a little extra. Sure, but that doesn't make him unfit. One friend even said, he's not perfect, but he shows up. Every single time. But then, another twist. A report surfaced, allegedly from someone close to Iman, that the kids have started acting differently, that they're more anxious, that one of them has been seeing a counselor, that Iman's decision to go for full custody didn't come from nowhere. It came after months of watching her children change in ways that scared her. And that's the part that really gets you. This isn't about two celebrities fighting over ego. This is about kids. About whether they feel safe, grounded and protected. Aaron's camp says Iman is being overprotective, that she's sheltering the kids too much, that she doesn't let them have fun.
But Iman?
She says, if protecting my kids makes me overbearing, then so be it. She's made it clear that she's not trying to punish Aaron. She's trying to undo the damage. And here's something nobody saw coming. In the court filing, Iman's legal team mentions a pattern of manipulation, suggesting that Aaron uses gifts and entertainment to win the kids over, especially when he knows he's on thin ice. That whenever there's trouble, suddenly he's the cool dad, throwing parties, giving expensive gadgets, making TikToks. But as soon as the cameras are off, it's chaos again. And then, just when people thought things couldn't get worse, another revelation. Apparently, Aaron's been recording private conversations with the kids. That's right. He's allegedly been recording them talking about Iman, maybe to use it in court, maybe to control the narrative online, maybe both. And when Iman found out, she was devastated. Imagine finding out your kids were being used as pawns like that. Not just legally, but emotionally. And yet, despite everything, Aaron still has a strong base of support. His fans say this is cancel culture at work, that a man is being torn down just for not fitting into a perfect parenting mold, that just because he's loud and different doesn't mean he's a bad father. But here's the question we keep coming back to. What do the kids want? Legally, they're not old enough to make that call. But emotionally, their voices matter. And according to sources, one of them has already started asking tough questions. Why can't they stay longer with mom? Why does dad get angry when they bring up certain topics? Why do they feel scared sometimes, even when nothing bad is happening? And that's where it hits. The emotional weight of all this. This isn't just a fight in a courtroom. It's a wound spreading through a family. Two people who once loved each other, now battling with every ounce of energy, not for money, not for revenge, but for their version of what's best for their children. And honestly, maybe they both believe they're right. Maybe Aaron truly thinks he's being unfairly judged, that he's just parenting in his own way, that Iman is trying to erase him out of fear, not facts. But then, maybe Iman's not being paranoid. Maybe she's seeing patterns, signs, behaviors that only a mother would notice. Things that aren't obvious in Instagram pictures or court documents, but show up in the way her children sleep, talk, and look at her when they come back home. There's talk of therapy now, family counseling, even mediation. But so far, nothing's confirmed. And with each passing day, the stakes get higher. Because once a case like this hits the court, it's out of their hands. And judges? They don't look at emotions, they look at patterns, environments, stability. And from what we're hearing, Iman has a much stronger case than people expected. Still, Aaron isn't backing down. He posted a story just a few days ago, holding his son and saying, they can try to take him, but they'll never take the bond we have. It was emotional, raw, almost too raw, and it sparked a whole new wave of debate. Some saying it was heartfelt, others calling it manipulative. Even now, fans are divided. Team Iman, Team Aaron. But honestly, maybe the only team that matters right now is the kids. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just content. It's their real life. And while we scroll, comment, pick sides, they're living through it. Every custody filing, every social media jab, every court date, it's shaping their childhood, their memories, their trust in the people who are supposed to protect them. So what happens next? That's the part no one can predict. Maybe the court sides with Iman and grants her full custody. Maybe Aaron proves he can change and steps up in a way that surprises everyone. Or maybe, just maybe, they both realize that the only way out of this mess is through it. Together. As co-parents. As adults. As two people who put their kids before everything else. But if the current path continues, it's going to get uglier. And the ones who'll feel it the most won't be the lawyers. Or the followers. Or even Iman and Aaron. It'll be the kids. So now I'll ask you, what do you think? Is Iman justified in fighting for full custody? Is Aaron really a toxic influence? Or is he just being misunderstood? Are we watching a mother save her kids? Or a father being erased? Tell me what you believe in the comments below. This story is still unfolding, and if there's one thing we've learned so far, it's that nothing is ever as simple as it seems. And trust me, this isn't the last we're going to hear of it.